It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association, and it can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Energy Insights brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association, and we're pleased to be joined by Don Huck with Artex Oil Company. And I just want to ask you, from the layman's standpoint as it pertains to the oil and gas industry, as we drive around and we see activity and we wonder if that's going to be production, or are they leasing the land in hopes, or how do you find out where the oil is, where the shale is, so how do you do that?
Well, obviously, geology is a big part of it. We've got people who do this for a living, can sit there and look and see where they think the traps are for oil and gas. You can just go drill a well and poke and hope, which has been done in the past, but a lot of what can be done through seismic testing. Okay, all right, I'm going to take you to the next step. What is seismic testing? Well, seismic testing is where you put a small vibration in the ground, put a signal into the ground, and then you put down listening devices that listen for that signal. It goes down, it bounces off different layers of rock, it comes back, they listen for it, and you can take that, process the data, and do a lot of computer type of processing that turns it into data that can be used to look for oil and gas traps. So talk a little bit about how the continuing education of this comes in. You think about when you started in the business, and now we're looking underground at things. Well, yeah, when it comes to seismic, the technology's come a long way with that. Used to be it was two-dimensional, which means everything's in a straight line. You do your signals in a straight line, and you listen in a straight line. And then as things have developed, it's turned into three-dimensional seismic, which is more of an aerial extent across square miles. I want to go back to the poke a hole in the ground thought, just because, how big of an area? So if we could say, that looks good over there, or you have all this acreage that you want to test, how big of an area can you test? Well, with three-dimensional seismic, you can go as big as you like. It can be anywhere from 2 to 3 square miles up to hundreds of square miles. It just depends on the equipment that you have and the ability to spread out. And then how long has this technology, the imaging, seismic imaging, how long has it been around? Two-dimensional seismic probably dates back 30, 40 years. Three-dimensional seismic has really come into play probably in the last 15 or so. So it's a matter of, a lot of it's computer based. The more computer power you got, the more data you can process. So that kind of really brought three-dimensional seismic to the front, because it takes in so much data. And then the imaging obviously will have improved over the years as well. So what you can see and how clearly you can identify it, I assume. That is true, yes. All right. Well, I want to thank you for your time as always. Great insights. That's why it's called Energy Insights. And we thank you for your time, and hope to talk to you again soon. Thank you. All right, Don Huck, Artex Oil Company, Energy Insights, brought to you here on the radio by Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.